You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science fact, actionable steps towards your best year ever. I am Santa, your host. Today, we're continuing with our 10 most influential CEOs of the 20th century with former Gap CEO Mickey Drexler. Millard Mickey Drexler is a well-known retail executive who previously served as the CEO of Gap Inc. from 1995 to 2002, and then he later went on to become the CEO of J.Crew. The turnaround king, Drexler, as he was affectionately known, is credited with several accomplishments during his tenure at Gap. Some of his accomplishments include revitalizing the Gap brand. As CEO, the Gap experienced significant growth and became a popular and iconic American clothing retailer. He was able to drive sales and he improved the overall shopping experience. Another keyword, experience. You cultivate experiences for your customers and clients. Truly an exemplar in leadership was his customer-centric approach. Drexler implemented a customer-centric approach by listening to customer feedback and understanding their needs and preferences and incorporating those insights into product development and marketing strategies. Not enough just to listen, you have to actually apply those golden gems of information that your customers and clients pass on to you. By putting the customer at the center of decision-making processes, he was able to create a more resonant and engaging brand experience. His strategic expansion under Drexler's leadership, both the Gap and J.Crew expanded their reach strategically. This expansion included opening new stores, entering new markets, and exploring e-commerce opportunities. By carefully analyzing market trends and consumer behaviors, Drexler guided the brands in expanding their footprint while maintaining brand integrity. Drexler paid meticulous attention to the retail experience by focusing on the layouts, on customer service, and really the overall brand presentation. He made operational improvements to streamline processes and enhance efficiencies, ensuring that the brands could deliver a seamless and enjoyable shopping experience to its customers. Sixth way that he really earned his turnaround king moniker and really is a great example of brilliant leadership is his marketing and branding initiatives. Drexler spearheaded innovative marketing and branding initiatives that helped reposition the Gap and J.Crew as well in the minds of consumers by tapping into current trends and collaborating with influencers and leveraging social media platforms. He successfully reinvigorated the brands and attracted new audiences. Overall, I would say Drexler's revitalization of the Gap especially was very customer-centric and strategic. His visionary leadership and retail acumen played a crucial role in transforming the brands and securing their relevance in the ever-evolving retail industry, which is hard to do. His emphasis on design and merchandising, especially product design, played a key role in improving the aesthetic appeal and profitability of the company's merchandise lines. And his expansion and globalization, he oversaw the expansion of the Gap into international markets, helping to establish the brand's presence on a global scale. Of course, like every CEO, every executive, every founder and entrepreneur that we've discussed in this podcast series, they've all had their setbacks and fails. Some have been very epic. But Drexler had, I would say, probably two that we should take a closer look at. One was that even though they had lots of successes, Drexler faced challenges during his tenure because he was criticized for some of the company's strategic decisions, including pricing issues and inventory management. So, I mean, everyone's never going to be 100% happy. And then there was the stock performance. While Drexler had success at Gap Inc., the company's stock performance faltered during his later years as CEO. and it contributed to his departure back in 2002. There's several leadership lessons to glean from Drexler's approach. One of the leadership lessons is the focus on quality products. He really highlighted memorable designs and items that the customers would like and support. Here are some examples of how his strategic approach in product design and merchandising contributed to the success of those brands. Quality materials. He used quality materials and construction. He ensured that the Gap offered clothing items that were made from high quality materials and superior craftsmanship. For instance, J. Crew, another brand that he was CEO of, became known for its premium cashmere sweaters and tailored suits, while the Gap focused on providing well-made basics like denim jeans and t-shirts that were durable and stylish. Also, his innovative design and trends. Drexler was known for infusing a sense of style and trendiness into the product lines of both brands. He collaborated with talented designers and fashion experts to create collections that were not only fashionable, but also aligned with the latest trends and customer preferences. For example, introducing chic and modern designs and clothing items helped attract a more fashion-conscious audience to J. Crew. And the other thing he did really well was integrating customer feedback. Drexler valued customer feedback, and he used it to inform product development decisions. By listening to what customers wanted and incorporating those preferences into the design and merchandising processes, he ensured that the brands produced items that met customer expectations. This feedback loop helped build customer loyalty and satisfaction throughout the years. He also had some really ingenious merchandising strategies. He implemented strategic merchandising initiatives that optimized product assortments and store displays by carefully curating collections, highlighting key pieces, and creating visually appealing in-store layouts. He enhanced the overall shopping experience for customers and made it easier for them to find and select products that appealed to their taste. Curating, once again, very important to take that into consideration. Even as you put together your product services, or if you have tangible products, just curating that journey for the client and customer is hugely important. And then brand cohesion and consistency. Drexler maintained a consistent brand identity across all product lines and categories, ensuring that each item reinforced the brand's image and values. This brand cohesion helped build brand recognition and loyalty among customers, as they could trust the quality and style consistency of products offered by the Gap. Quality products really elevate a brand and company. Establishing a presence where you are known for the high standard of your offering is powerful. It is also an important differentiator that will establish brand identity and loyalty among customers. Elevating your brand by offering well-crafted products or services only works if you are staying attuned to what your target market wants and values. Creating a compelling brand experience drives customer engagement and repeat business. Another relevant and valuable lesson learned from Drexler is learning from his failures. Drexler's career is marked by setbacks and failures, such as the challenges that he faced during his tenure at Gap. Stock prices were great, and then they didn't do so great, towards the end of his tenure there. Despite the setbacks, though, Drexler demonstrated a capacity to learn from his mistakes and failures, using them as opportunities for reflection and improvement. By analyzing what went wrong and taking correction, he showed a commitment to continuous learning and growth as a leader. Staying relevant at the Gap, Drexler faced difficulties with that as well, maintaining the brand's relevance and growth amid changing consumer preferences and increased competition. However, he did exhibit a willingness to make strategic adjustments to adapt to market dynamics. The stock performance we talked about before did kind of, cement his moniker Turnaround King by the impact that his improvements had in the company's stock. The stock increased by 195% while Drexler was CEO. The startling rise did much to shape Drexler's legacy and his ability to make strategic adjustments. Unfortunately, as the 21st century rolled in, the Gap struggled to maintain that competitive edge that Drexler had carved out. Consumer preferences shifted once again, as they always do. And despite early successes and rapid growth under Drexler's leadership, Gap faced difficulties in adapting to changing fashion trends and increasing competition from fast fashion retailers and evolving consumer shopping behaviors put the nails in the coffin for a little while in terms of the stock. Drexler's experience at Gap highlights the critical need for organizations to continuously innovate and anticipate shifts in consumer behavior and adapt their strategies and offerings to meet evolving customer needs. This is continuously, even if you find something that works now, it might not work even a couple of years from now. So you have to keep your finger on the pulse. Drexler's legacy as a dynamic leader resonates in his ability to steer through periods of change and uncertainty. His willingness to embrace challenges and learn from failures and pivot strategically underscores the importance of resilience and agility in leadership roles. Drexler exemplified many of the traits that are essential for leaders navigating complex and evolving business environments. Mickey Drexler is generally regarded as a retail industry veteran with a track record of success and influence. While he faced many challenges and criticisms during his career, his contributions to the retail landscape, especially at the Gap, are still recognized. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. Follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Do This First. You can also read a full transcript of this podcast episode and all 146 podcast episodes and counting on my blog, dothisfirst.life. You can also sign up for my new weekly newsletter, which will help you get your week started on a positive note, and updates on coaching, books, merch, and my public speaking engagements as they become available. Tomorrow we'll continue with our 10-part series on the most influential CEOs of the 20th century.
Moving past the rain, moving past the pain, or past the color blue. I see power in you. Past welded down. Look around, they can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion in you.